Triniyana, and I talk to Black women about living a life of ease through remote work and travel. If any of these topics seem like a vibe, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about something that more of us are quietly thinking about, but not always saying out loud. Here are some reasons why I, as a Black American woman, really went ahead and decided to start the process of getting residency in another country, getting a passport in another country, and why I think it's not a bad idea for other Black American women to do the same. This isn't about running away, it's about options, safety, and peace. So let's get into it. Number one is political instability and the rise of fascism in the US. Every single day, we're watching democratic norms erode in real time, from voter suppression to attacks on bodily autonomy, civil rights, education. The political climate is becoming increasingly hostile, especially for Black women. So, a second residency or passport is not fear based, it's strategic. It's a legal exit plan, the ability to relocate quickly if things escalate, more control over where and how you live, and it's really about choices, not panic. So I'm never going to advocate doom and gloom, panic, running away without a plan. It's all about looking at history and looking at the way things are going politically and having that backup plan in case things go south rather quickly. If you're one of those people who feel like my ancestors built this country, I'm not going anywhere, totally fine. This video is not for you. I'm talking to the people who feel like my ancestors want what's best for me, and whatever that may entail for my family, my descendants, my ancestors would be happy with that. I am not trying to change anyone's mind and perception about the issue. This is really for people who are already considering a second residency, a passport in another country. This is not really trying to change minds. This is just, if you're already thinking about doing it, this might be the time to increase your efforts. So, having a legal exit plan is a great idea in case anything happens with the US passport or they freeze issuing them or anything happens. You never know the future. With the political climate being so unstable, having a second residency, second passport, it might be the thing that just gives you peace of mind. Number two is you get that break from daily systemic racism. Let's be honest, dealing with microaggressions at work, being hyper visible and invisible at the same time, being followed around in stores, feeling that fear whenever you get pulled over by the police. Many Black women, myself included, when we finally go abroad, we finally have that nervous system relaxation sensation. The police are there to help and assist, not profile. You really feel that you are treated well. And not to say that there isn't racism everywhere, but it's just so much less when you're abroad. You really feel like you're being judged based on you, your merits, your personality, and if anything, you're basically judged more as an American rather than as a Black person. So if you want to know what that feels like, it's so funny because every time I'm flying back from overseas, it doesn't really matter where, I start to feel that heaviness come on me again. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm going back. I'm going back to the plantation. So, if you want to know what it feels like to have that feeling of freedom, of being equal, of being treated with respect, moving abroad or slow living abroad is just the way to go. Number three is you have a better quality of life for less money. The healthcare is more affordable. The cities are walkable and contained. Everything is there. When I was visiting my aunt, it was just so nice because her neighborhood had it all. She had her bank, she had her salon, she had her grocery store. She had everything she needed to live and live well in walking distance. And anything else she wanted to do that was outside of that little bubble, she could take the bus, she could take public transit. It's so much better for the environment, better for you, and I just love walkable cities. They are the best. Public transportation is great in a lot of countries overseas. The food is almost universally better, and you just have a slower and more humane lifestyle. So everywhere I went, from Morocco to the islands to Dubai, the food is fresher, the lifestyle is more wholesome, there's more community involvement and engagement. It's just a better way to live. You just could put down the social media and go outside, and there's something going on. There's some celebration happening all the time in a lot of other countries, or just whole families outside enjoying life and enjoying nature. It's a really nice lifestyle. And to be able to be a part of that for longer stretches of time or a complete move abroad is just a great option to have. Number four, you have that global mobility and protection. A second passport or residency gives you leverage. It can mean easier travel between regions. Because I have the Grenada passport, it makes it easier for me to travel in other CARICOM islands. So it's just so nice to have less hassle when you have an additional passport, and it opens the door to other countries as well. Fewer visa restrictions, access to consular protection from another country. You have a backup plan if borders close or policies shift. And it isn't just about travel, it's about global citizenship and protection. So, whether you're getting residency or you're getting citizenship by descent, it just gives you so many options. My cousin was telling me the other day about how one of her relatives was stuck during the pandemic in one spot due to using her US or UK passport. And then another person was able to travel back and forth freely to different CARICOM islands because they had a Grenada passport. So just having that passport, it even opened up people's options during the pandemic because every country's rules were different. So it's just really interesting that using the passport strategically can open doors for you and keep you from getting stuck in a country as well. So that's just another thing to think about. It's a nice little perk. And then finally, number five, the healing and the expansion and the reclaiming of your identity is so beautiful. You start to ask yourself, who am I outside of survival mode? Who am I when whiteness isn't the default? Who am I when my worth isn't constantly questioned? I've said this so many times before, but going to a country where whiteness isn't the default, it's one of the best things you can ever do as a Black woman. When I went to Barbados and seeing my prime minister, Mia Motley, speaking truth to power, getting good transportation and energy renewable options for her country, and seeing people that look like me on the money, boy, you couldn't tell me nothing, nothing, because the feeling of self respect that you have, it really just quadruples. And it's something that we as Black Americans really don't think about because we've never been the dominant culture. But when you go to Black and brown countries, it is unbeatable. Not that there aren't great options in Europe and Asia as well. It's just such a beautiful thing to see you in positions of power, to see you running the countries, to see you as all the lawyers, all the bankers, all everything, all the cops. It's something that I feel like every Black woman should do at least once in her lifetime. Just slow travel and live in a Black, whether it's Caribbean, whether it's an African country. You have to do it at least once. It's not perfect at all. Whenever there's people involved, it's never going to be perfect, but it really just does something for your self respect and self esteem. Many Black women experience profound healing, spiritual clarity, and creative rebirth once they step outside of the US system. You don't shrink, you expand, and you stand taller. Thank you so much for watching. This was so much fun to make. Again, if you are a die-hard, I built this country, I ain't going nowhere, I'm American, this is me, we're gonna fight, we gonna protest, do you, boo? This is not for you. I'm talking to the people who want peace, who want calm, who want self-respect, who want belonging, who want community, who don't want to look over their shoulders, and for people who are already on this journey and searching for answers. This video is for you. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend and hit the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. If this conversation resonates, I want to personally invite you to my Turkey retreat this July. This retreat is for Muslim women ready to rest, reflect, and explore what life beyond survival looks like. If you're curious about traveling slowly or testing out life abroad, I highly recommend house sitting. Check out my link for both in the description box. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Between timeless stone, the echo of the call to prayer, and the meeting of the seas, a sacred journey unfolds. Please join us for Beyond Enough, our second annual retreat. A women's retreat in Turkey designed to return you to the woman you were always meant to be.